hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I have to be with you.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my top 10 favorite ColourPop products. I'm really excited for this video because, as most of you know, if you are subscribed to my channel, I love ColourPop. I think they are an incredible brand. I love what they stand for. I love that they make really great quality makeup for a really affordable price. So I'm gonna stop blabbering because we're gonna talk a lot more in this video. But before we get right on into it, if you are new here, my name is Kendra. I post 3 videos a week. If you want to subscribe, you should definitely hit the subscribe button down below. And let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my first one true love that I think I first found like a year and a half ago from ColourPop, and that is the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. Now, I love a lot of colors, but the standout color for me, this is actually the first one I ever bought. This is the shade Echo Park, and I love it. So it is like that deep rosy nude, pretty warm nude. That is like the first ColourPop product where I was like, this is incredible, because once they about dry down, they look more or less matte. It's kind of similar to a matte lipstick that comes in a tube, but they do transfer, so that's only downside. Don't expect them to be completely dry, but they don't dry your lips out. They look really flawless. They make your lips look awesome. They don't settle into the fine lines of your lips. I just think it's a really awesome formula, and it's pretty long wearing, so that's why I love that product. The next product I want to talk about is the Super Shock Cheek highlighters. These are awesome. I have the shade Flexitarian in front of me. I have a few other shades, but this is definitely the standout shade for me, in my opinion. This is such an intense highlighter. It is so phenomenal. Do you see that? It's like a silvery champagne-y shade, and I think it's absolutely stunning. The formula is awesome, and it's really long wearing. Like, it definitely stays on throughout the day. And because it is more of like a cream to powder formula, it looks super natural on your skin. It doesn't look like powdery highlight. It looks like a really, like, how do I explain it? Like, it looks like part of your skin, but you highlighted it. Does that make sense? Probably not. Anyways, I think those are totally worth the money. They have quite a few shades of these Super Shock Cheek highlighters, but Flexitarian is the standout shade for me. While we are on cheeks, I might as well move on to the duos that when they first came out with pressed powders, they came out with these duos. I believe this one is the Knockout, but they don't put like shades on them. Let me double check. No, this is not the Knockout. This is the Double Play palette. I love this. The highlighter is almost too dark for me, but I can get away with it. And I love this like peachy nude blush shade. And this is such a stunning highlighter shade. It's like a champagne-y, probably like a medium champagne-y shade, but it is intense. Let me swatch this for you. So here we have that highlighter shade. Do you see how intense that is? And there is the blush shade. The formula of these are super pigmented, super creamy, super buttery. They blend really easily, but just beware if you were wondering if you were looking to pick this up and you don't already have it and you don't know. The blush is very pigmented, so go in with a light hand. Definitely tap off your brush, but it is totally worth it. Such a great product, such a good amount of product for $16, so that's just a steal. The next thing I want to talk about are the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. They're all really great. They're all really great. But I have 3 that are my favorites, but I'm going to make them as one item in this video. But really it's 3 items because these are all my favorites and I think you need all of them. So I know you guys have heard me talk about this before because I put it in a favorites video, but I have the shade Sailor, which is like this insane, like nudie, what is it, like a nudie pink that shifts like blue. Do you see that? It's so intense. I'll swatch it. There is that shade right there. I think it is so pretty. I love putting it all over my eye with just like a light transition shade in the crease. And then we have the shade 1 by 1, which is like an orangey peachy shifty shade, like kind of like duochrome. So there is 1 by 1 up top. I think that is such a pretty shade. And then my last favorite from the Super Shock Shadow is the shade Waddles. It is such a natural, like everyday, if you just want to throw a little bit of color on your lid, I love doing that with this one. And this top one right here is Waddles. The other two have like shimmer, whereas Waddles just kind of has a soft sheen to it, but it is so stunning. All three are just so stunning and they're just my favorites. If you've never tried the Super Shock shadows before, they're really pigmented, very long wearing. They have that interesting like creamy, powdery texture. That's what ColourPop was known for. I'm pretty sure that's what like started the brand off, like what hit them off, but I think they're really awesome and they're like $8, I think. No, they're like $6. Anyways, I think it's totally worth your money. I have quite a collection, but those are my 3 favorites. On to bigger and better eyeshadows. Not really, because I love the Super Shock shadows, but these are the ColourPop new pressed powder palettes. Now, they had pressed powder shadows they came out with individuals in the early springtime, but then in the summertime they came out with palettes. To be honest with you, all of their pressed powder formulas are amazing when it comes to eyeshadow. However, I am the kind of person who I don't want to buy single shadows. I want to buy a palette because I know I can create an entire look with this palette. I don't have to go and select certain shades. I don't have to pull out, you know, it's just easy, it's convenient, and I'm just lazy. Maybe that's it. But this is the first one they came out with. This is the Cute AF one, and this is such a beautiful summery fall palette. I think it's stunning. I love the golds and the yellows and the oranges and the reds. I mean, I love the whole palette, obviously, but it blends like a dream. Their formula is so incredible. And then I also have the She palette, which is the Karuchi collab with ColourPop. I am obsessed with this palette, and I didn't think I would be because it's like really pinky and girly, but I love wearing this. It is so stunning. These shades are so pigmented. I am thoroughly in love, obsessed with both of these palettes. I ordered the new one that came out, which is I Think I Love You palette, which I will be doing a full video on, so stay tuned for that if it's not up already. But I'm so in love with these. I think everyone, genuinely, I think everyone needs at least one of these. If not all of them, but at least one of these, because these are that good. That's how good these are. So those two palettes counted as one product because I'm cheating a little bit. So that was my 5th item. On to my 6th item. I wanted to talk about the new ColourPop pressed bronzers that came out. The highlighters are good, but they're not my favorite. The bronzer is what like really does it for me. I have the shade California Dreamin'. I also have Afternoon Delight, which I actually haven't tried yet, but it is slightly darker and more cooler toned than this one. This is a very warm bronzer. Again, this is called California Dreamin'. But I'm obsessed with this. I love the warm tones. It is not too orangey. I promise you it is not orangey, but it is very, very, very warm. So if you are definitely not looking for something warm, then stay far, far away from this. Try Afternoon Delight. I just love it. It's a wonderful formula. It blends really easily, never looks patchy. So if you're looking for an affordable bronzer that is really amazing, I would suggest picking one of these up. You can buy it for $7 and it's just the pan, or you can buy it for $8 and get the compact with mirror. To me, I like a full compact. I don't like having face products in like a mixed palette. I just want one, you know? The 7th product I want to talk about is actually what I'm wearing on my lips right this second. And that is the ColourPop Blotted Lip, not the Ultra Blotted Lip, just the Blotted Lip. This is in the shade Candy Floss. I have 2 other shades and I love them both, but this in particular is my favorite shade. Don't discriminate against the other shades. I'm just saying I love this formula in general. So if this color doesn't suit your fancy, pick up a different shade. But this is called Candy Floss. I don't know if I already said that. It is like a light terracotta-y, like warm, nudie, dark. Anyways, I built this layer up pretty well. It's pretty pigmented on my lips, but the blotted lips are designed to either be a sheer wash of color or you can build them up to be a full wash of color. What I like to do on a day where I'm not wearing lipstick is put kind of a sheer wash on and then maybe a little bit of like lip balm over to create that hydrated look, but I still have color on my lips, so I still look like I tried a little bit more. I think the formula is wonderful. If you're not a lipstick gal but you want a little bit of color, I highly recommend picking these up because that's exactly what these are for. These are for just adding a little wash of color to your lips. But anyways, I could literally ramble on and on about this product. I just highly recommend you picking it up. It's $5. Just give it a shot. Just really just give it a shot and you'll fall in love. The last 3 products, 8, 9, and 10, they are all brushes, but they serve very, very different purposes. And I did not think I was gonna fall in love with the brushes as much as I did. And to that, I am really happy about because their brushes are really affordable. This is the brush. I'm gonna have to pull up the website because they don't have names or numbers on the brushes. This is the large powder brush. This is $11. This is the most expensive brush because it is the biggest brush. P.S. all the brushes are vegan and cruelty free in case you were wondering. But anyways, this brush is awesome. I didn't know why I bought this for bronzer thinking, ah man, I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but I wanted to try it because I already had a bronzer brush that I really loved. And ever since I used this once for the first time what was it, like a month ago or 2 months ago? I have only used this for bronzer. I love it. It picks up so much product, so I really have to like tap a lot off before I go in because it is a pretty dense brush. But it's the perfect shape to just like go in that 3 motion and it blends it out like a dream. My bronzer's never patchy. I just have fallen in love with this brush. If you are somebody who likes to pack a lot of powder on your face, this is also a really awesome brush for that. So I would recommend picking this up if you're looking for an affordable brush that you can like pack all that powder on, or for me, if you're like me and you want to use it for bronzer. The next brush is the tapered blending brush. I hope this is it. Tapered blending brush. It's perfect to add a transition shade into the crease. It is only $6. It is so affordable. And I was worried that this wasn't gonna blend things out really well, but for me, I've been using it on Too Faced eyeshadows, on Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, on ColourPop eyeshadows, and it has been blending all of them out really, really, really easily. Literally, you cannot have too many blending brushes. Am I right? You know, like I already have so many in my collection, but I want to pick a few more of these up because they're $6. They're so affordable and it blends things out really, really, really well. I'm just gonna stop talking about it because I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but I highly recommend it. $6. Okay, the last item I want to talk about is the medium shader brush. This is also $6. This has really helped me for packing shadow all over the lid. It is a really awesome brush for that. It is not any better than any of the ones I already have, but because of the price and the purpose, that's why it's one of my favorite ColourPop products, because I do reach for this daily and I'm able to really easily just pack product all over the center of my lid and even into the outer third and slightly into the inner third. My eyes are smaller shaped, so usually I have to get a smaller brush to get right into the inner third. But I really love this brush and I've been reaching for it daily. When I bought this, I literally needed something just like this, so it fit the purpose. That's why I love it, and I use it daily, and it's $6. Okay guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely make sure to give it a big thumbs up, especially if you love ColourPop as much as me. Give this video a big thumbs up because you guys know, if you're a loyal subscriber, I'm gonna literally buy like every single new ColourPop release so I can review it on my channel. But not even just for my channel, like I genuinely just so excited every time ColourPop releases something because they're one of my favorite brands, like top 5 favorite brands, definitely. Let's stop talking though, because this video is already probably way too long and I've talked a lot. But I love you guys very much. Thank you for supporting me and watching all of my videos. It means the entire world to me. You guys are literally the best, and we will continue to grow from here. Have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, whenever it is that you guys are watching this video. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Baby, I've been making plans. Baby, I've been making plans.
My sincere apology. I made it. Look, I'll admit it, albeit pathetic, that I'm in my late 20s, still never been to a wedding.